So go ahead, random. What was that again?
And just theoretically speaking, yeah, like you just referred to, like, being here illegally, which you didn't really. Yeah, I think it's. But in retrospective, just say like your neighbour had better grass type thing. Not grass like you smoke, but a better lawn type thing. You just thought, shit, I might pull my caravan or trailer and just put it in his house block and just start living there, and he'd have to have no problem with that.
No, because you can't just like squatting is a crime. That's trespassing.
But then if you're going from one country to another country, isn't that squatting because it's not your country?
No,
Right.
no.
I'm not trying to cause argument. I'm just trying to get
visiting
perspective.
Public versus private, right?
I'm
They
not
have no constitutional right. They didn't get due process coming in.
And then if you took your caravan, put on your shut up, 12 man. For fuck's sake.
12 man. If you start puking because you're so drunk, will you promise me that you'll do it laying on your back?
And block your nose when you do it too. Like, no,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, that's harsh. That's bad. No.
Enjoy
Don't
your
block your nose.
story
Don't block your
alone.
nose and put yourself into the recovery position, please. If you do it, thank you.
The fetal
It's like
position.
the premise may be valid, but the response is so absurdly bombastic and just overboard. Like they couldn't have figured out a way that would be more compelling to like go through this process and maybe create a road for these people to citizenship, as long as they've proven that they've got a good intent or something. But I mean, just to go in there and
But if you open the board, but like you do know the percentages of like what came into your country and that like there was
I just
the
wanna
Chinese
finish this
coming in with
point,
like
though. It
suitcases
was there-
that are really rich. Like it's if instead of like
holy
opening
shit!
the
Well, I
gates
thought I
up,
was in the middle of talking.
it should have been
Jesus fucking
screened.
criminy.
Who has come in? Like, shouldn't if you're going to do that, shouldn't it have been like, righto,
We're the
here's the
most
stockyards,
generous
we'll draft
country in
them
the
out,
world.
draft it, but it didn't happen. Like,
I don't.
We're the
I am
most
much more
generous
concerned
country in
about
the world.
government that knows where everybody is at all times than I am about not knowing who's in the country. I trust a random stranger more than I trust government.
Fair enough.
Good point.
Valid point.
Good point.
Yeah. Show your papers.
Right.
Like, fuck.
But the problem is even if the premise is right, that's not why they did it, right? The whole point was let's put military in the streets. Let's condition the public to think that's okay. That's how we solve problems now. That's
Wait
America.
a
We're free.
minute, because
Yeah.
you let the millions of illegal immigrants here,
12th man, shut
You
up
let
for a
them
second.
all here,
I've got a question
and
for
now
you,
you're
Dusty.
blaming the military.
Theoretical question.
What a piece of shit.
Oh, that's great.
You were all for open borders.
12 man, what kind of an American are you if you don't give a fuck about the Constitution?
And
He's a-
now
you
they'll
don't give a
have
fuck
to
about your
use the
constitutional
military
right.
to get 'em
You're like,
out.
"Yeah, get 'em
You're
out of
pissed
here."
off.
You watch too much news. You've been told that this is a problem, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a problem now because you don't think for yourself.
Oh,
I do
yeah,
have a question.
okay, burrito
12th man,
boy.
shut up for 1 second. Just stop talking in your geriatric fucking slow voice. I do have like one. Why did the last leader let everyone in?
They all
your theory
have.
on that? Like, why did he?
To sway the voting dynamics and
The
sway
problem reaction
Why did they
solution.
open the border?
There you go. That's
I mean,
it.
I think it's so that they could have a problem that they need to fix by putting military in the streets. I think that
There
it was
you
intentional.
go.
It was designed.
That
It's
would
designed
that
way.
would
It's
be
going
that would
exactly as
be
planned.
a cohesive unit that would have planned to have Biden.
But realistically, you don't need to put people in the
and,
street
well,
to have
and then
military
Trump
on the
closed
street.
borders and target
Well, why else are you going to
They
bring the
hate
military?
Trump. They ain't gonna- that was not a.
They gotta have some. They gotta have something to do. So they
And
gave
real
them something to do.
Shout out
it's called
to
the Middle
Harmon.
East. We always had something to do. It's called the Middle East. We
And
always
look,
had something.
100% respect to the military too. All the same.
They're gonna bring. Yeah.
I just
They do a
thank
terrific
you, Harmon,
job.
for the $50. I'm restreaming, so I can't drop bombs now, but I got your bombs on the next stream.
Fuck's sake, Dusty, don't say bombs. Jesus Christ.
They're going to bring the military. They're going to bring the military in for the Middle East. I mean,
I've got a clip I
That
played that
doesn't make
was
sense.
flying over and yeah. Anyways.
Gotta come, shit.
No, that's the only justifiable thing that will get these red-blooded Americans to say, "Yeah, bring the military, and we got a bunch of illegals here. We got a bunch of people we got to deal with. Let's round them up." Gets them all
That's
excited,
nothing.
but you know,
It takes an
it's not
incredible.
justified.
It takes an incredible lack of foresight to see how this is actually your problem.
And you got to remember too, Dusty. I'm only a third wheel, mate. I don't live in your country, so I'm only asking.
Yeah, you're
questions
good,
to
you're
get
good.
Perspective. You know, I'm not trying to say you should be doing this or fucking doing this or anything. I'm just,
Yeah. No, you're all good. Don't worry. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
I'm in the worst country right now.
You live in Tasmania, do you, Scott? Oh, yeah, you don't live in Tasmania. Fuck, Scotty.
He's
No, I'm in
Canada.
Canada, man. We got the 100% tariffs
Yeah.
right now, kicked in for February. So we're like the most expensive country right now.
Are you
in the
scraping
Yeah, but
resin with a
Captain
cross?
Planet, you're like Abbo. You're
What?
right.
No,
mate.
that's,
you're living a. You're right.
It's a totem pole.
Okay.
So, yeah, sweet one.
The totem pole. Eagle.
What's that? What's that made out of?
Copper.
Oh, you had to say copper, didn't you? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's copper. That's just native.
Must be cast or something. Cool.
It looks like a cross, eh?
It did look. It looked like you were scraping with a crucifix. Which I'm not.
Hey, I'll be back in a
Christian, so
sec.
it wouldn't have bothered me. But I just think it was, I don't know. The optics were weird.
What the fuck is that?
No, the boys didn't scare 12th man off. I kept muting him. He kept unmuting himself because, but yeah, he's grown smart for that. So I just kicked him out. Right, fuck off. Lovely. Same as I did last night. Lovely. Very nice. Well, that's an interesting chat, boys. Isaiah, good to see you, bro.
Hey, good to see you, brother. Good to see y'all
Yeah,
too.
Okay.
Oh shit, that is Isaiah. Good to see you, man.
It is. Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, I believe. Listen, wholeheartedly, I believe if you're undocumented and you're illegal in the country, then you should fuck off and come in through the correct channels. That's just my belief system.
Right, but it's not about the illegal immigrants at all. It's about the fact that law enforcement is just snatching people up without warrants. They don't know who the fuck it is until after they've snatched them up. So that's our rights that are getting violated. And
But
But do you-
wouldn't they have a fair idea, right? Because they do, like, yeah.
but yeah,
Wait,
they probably have a fair idea, but it's obviously far from perfect. And it's definitely a violation of the Fourth Amendment to just snatch people up like that.
All right. Do you really believe that, though? Do you really
Well,
believe
let me, Dusty,
reasonably?
let me ask you a couple of questions about the Democrats, right? Joe Biden was running the country in the ground, right? If Kamala Harris and Tim Walz had won the last election, which thankfully they fucking didn't, America, probably not this year, but next year will resemble fucking Venezuela on fucking steroids. Their incompetency would have fucking run America into the ground. Would have looked like California, right?
That's even if hypothetically, maybe, but that's not the world we're living in. So why would we have a current president be acting in accordance to an alternate timeline that didn't happen? That's not where we're at.
Well, I can tell you. Okay, so if a government is complicit with open borders and you've got all these illegal immigrants flowing over the Texas border, right, or any border really that America has, who are they going to vote for? Are they going to vote for the Democrats who let them in, or are they going to vote for the Republicans who want to?
They shouldn't be voting at all.
Yeah, why are they even voting to begin with?
No,
Welcome,
they shouldn't be,
California,
but they
New
fucking they clearly are, and there's proof of there's proof of them voting.
It's not obvious that they are. They shouldn't be.
It is
No,
not.
but
That's
They
proven.
are.
It's proven.
They are.
California
Listen,
is an example. California, they voted.
Thanks, Bill. Big ups, bro. Listen, major Democrats have come out and said we don't want ICE around for the midterms around the voting centers, right? Why do you think they don't want ICE there if illegals aren't fucking voting?
I don't think I have not heard that. I haven't heard that.
I can guarantee you 100%
yeah.
that.
They don't want ICE around because they want to change the census. Either way, it's two wings of the same bird. Why was Biden? I believe, and I'm jaded on politics entirely, I think we've got a uniparty and the illusion of two parties. And I think that the reason Biden would let in a bunch of illegals is so that then the next president has an excuse to militarize the streets.
Yep. So
And every president has been taking this country down a dark path since Nixon. I mean,
way back.
We haven't had a sound currency, you know.
Where was the
Not one
outrage?
president has addressed that, so we were doomed to fail.
Where was the outrage when Barack Obama fucking deported 3 million fucking illegals out of America? Where was it? It was all fine.
Doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Obama built the fucking cages that everybody bitches about.
Just because there wasn't enough outrage for Obama doesn't mean that there's it's like, oh, okay, well they did something shitty, so now he can do something shitty. There's no logic there.
But why is he getting blamed, right, for the cages, quote unquote, that people are put in? When
I don't think he is
cages
getting
were
blamed for
built-
the cages.
He absolutely is getting blamed for the cages. For
Well, he's in
separating-
charge now. He's the president, so he'll get blamed for everything that's happening on his watch. But I don't think
all right.
anybody's blaming him for inventing cages or anything.
You are right in a sense, but
They all
at
get
the
away
same
scot-free
point,
anyway.
the scrutinization though is directed in the wrong way. The fabric, the railroad was placed under a previous administration, and all he did
Yeah.
was continue it, and he absolutely is catching all the flack in the
And
bullshit
it
for
doesn't matter. He signed up for that job. The previous administration sucked too. They
But-
got all sorts of flack. Maybe
but-
not enough flack for certain things,
But why did the administration prior not catch any flack, and all of a sudden people are up
They-
in arms and protesting and rioting?
That's not
because
the
of a
case.
thing that is the case, though.
No, it's
right?
not.
They blamed Trump for separating families.
Even if it was the case, it wouldn't matter. You need to look at what's happening right now and decide, is this something I like or not?
Okay, if you like it, if you like what's happening now, exclusion of very, very, we'll say the shootings, exclusion of the shootings, right? But if you're a person that likes what's happening now as far as ICE's involvement in the nation and the, deportation of quote criminals, right? Are you wrong for that? Like, why is that? Why should?
I mean,
that
you're
be
allowed
such
to
a
like whatever
hot
you like.
topic?
I think
What?
that you're stupid for it because, again, I don't know how else to explain this. When there's no way to only violate illegal aliens' rights. If you're walking into a house without a warrant, that's everybody's rights that just went out the window with that. All of ours.
Hey, also think about it from this perspective. You've got a guy with authority and a badge that now has his whole process is predicated on I'm going to recognize rights based on my profiling. How the
That's
fuck is that going to
literally
work out well
how
for
law
a country?
enforcement,
It's not gonna work out.
You understand that?
fucking
He's
cartel
gonna
has worked for
extend
decades.
rights based on profiling.
Yeah,
But that's
Isaiah,
how
I don't know if
law
you've
enforcement
noticed,
has
but
worked
this is
under
more.
every previous fucking.
They're gonna
That's like
get
back
you
in the
before
day,
they
bro.
get me.
Right?
Hey,
no.
all right,
But they,
Let me,
dude, they
let me-
where they have warrants. You do understand this, right? They're not just
No.
randomly picking people up. That say,
let me
you
put it
look
this
like
way.
an illegal Mexican.
Isaiah, just take a break for 1 second, all right?
Yep.
So you're okay for your country to have all these undocumented people in there where
Absolutely.
like we're getting overrun with immigrants. I'm not sure if they're being fucking correctly vetted or whatever. The government says they are, but the sheer numbers that they're bringing in fucking makes me highly fucking doubt that, right?
At least
but-
hopefully.
All right. But you're happy having all these undocumented criminals, right? Obviously, because you have an undocumented criminal in your chat who I deported for being a pedophile and saying he wanted to rape my murder and murder my mates.
Was that one Big Pond?